Hi everybody, it's frick around and find out day. I have a ginormous amount of paint that's going to end up on this canvas, and my thought today was to see if I could get some pearl and cloud reaction by adding satin enamel paint to my cups, even though, as you can see, they are both layered for a ring or a straight pour. I was hoping that I had the paints thick enough that they would have some very distinctive lines and not overblend, because I didn't want mud. But in all honesty, I think I may have gone a little too thin on the paint, because any of you who watch me, you know I like to do a lot of blowouts, and it's really hard to break that habit. Everything just feels so thick compared to how thin the paints are when I'm doing a Dutch pour. I was incredibly happy with this first pour, but as you can see, in classic DeVoe fashion, I screwed up the middle. So I knew I wasn't going to be saving the middle on that one. I had high hopes for the next one. I'm sure you can already tell that it's mixing. My yellow is not coming through the way I wished for it to come through in the red. It's blending, it's kind of turning orange, but it's really pretty. Oh, I wish you could see this color in real life. If I can draw your attention back over to that green and blue puddle, you'll see that there's a big cellular reaction already happening in that puddle, and that is exactly what I wanted to see. In fact, it was going so well over there on my right-hand side, I was starting to regret my decision to do a two puddle pour here. But that's okay. Like I said, it's FAAFO day. I knew I needed to bring the two sides together before I started to stretch it out, or else it would look like two separate paintings on the same canvas, and I really didn't want that. I wanted it to be opposites coming together, opposites crossing over one another. Very little cellular reaction happening on the red side. It's very minuscule, but I had hope. I thought if I could stretch that red and pull it back, we might get some interesting pearl action because of that satin enamel paint that I'd tossed in there. Yeah, that's a takeout fork. I had delusions of what this takeout fork was going to be, so this was a bit of a Bob Ross happy accident. When I saw how it ribboned through the two paintings, I thought, yes, okay, good. Now we can join them together. This is going to work. Creative genius at work. Mwahaha. Man, when I stop to think, I really stop to think. No one's drinking out of that straw again. My poor family, right? Whenever I'm in dire need for a thing, I end up going into the kitchen. That's why we don't have a 1 cup measure anymore. Our last 1 cup measure got sacrificed to the resin gods. It's also why I had to resand down our prep table. Oh boy, I had so much like gesso paint splash on there. It wasn't fit for food, that's for sure. So I had to resand it. Nothing says love like poisoning your family accidentally, right? I promise you, I tried so hard to stay in camera for this tilt. Oh, and we're out. Are we coming back? Yes, we are. God, that green's so pretty. I don't want to lose it. It's so pretty. If you hear a bunch of background noise right now, it's because folks are coming into the studio. Not the art studio. I'm actually at the dance studio today, and this is the only chance I had to voice this over. So you might hear some random like screaming or exclaims of joy. It's just a bunch of pole dancers. Don't mind them. All right, this is what I want to draw your attention to. Watch this section. See those tiny little, see? Look at that. They're growing. That's what I was hoping would happen in the red. That is the reaction I was hoping for. And look at that. All sorts of little fish eyes. And here you can see a little bit of that cloud reaction right there especially. Ooh, look at those bubbles. Although the paints blended more than I wanted them to, I love the fact that this looked in the stretched out areas like you were looking into a geode. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you on the flip side.